The next group of exercises have to deal with hip mobility. The tightness of the hip flexors helps to inhibit the gluteal muscles and can result in the overall facilitation of the adductors and hamstrings. Over time, this causes them to become weak, secondary to overuse. Decreased facilitation of the hips can result in dysfunction throughout the body. Decreased gluteal firing and hip external rotation can result in transverse plane breakdown throughout the lower extremities. The breakdown can result in knee, ankle, and/or foot pain as these areas are exposed to excessive forces for which they are not built to sustain. When the hips lack sufficient extension force or stability in single leg stance, the muscles of the lumbar region, erector spinae multifidi, quadratus lumborum, and etc., become overactive in a way that negatively reduces the lumbar's region role of stability in force production and absorption. With the lumbar region being part of the axial skeleton, the thoracic region, cervical region, and shoulder complex can be negatively influenced by hip dysfunction by way of its influence on the pelvis. The hip is a very important complex, and its dysfunction can manifest in a wide variety of problems throughout the body. The first exercise for hip mobility is dorsiflexion from half kneeling. Kneel down on one knee, the other bent at 90-degree angle in front of you. Foot flat on the floor, taking a knee position. Place both hands at the top of the dowel and keeping a straight and upright posture. Bring your leg to the outside of the dowel and slowly lunge forward, shifting a majority of your weight to the front leg, making sure not to let the heel lift off of the ground. Perform 10 times each leg. The next exercise is single leg lowering. Lie on your back adjacent to a door frame, corner of a wall, or a piece of furniture high enough to stabilize your leg. Slowly raise both legs straight up to 90 degrees, one resting on the wall or furniture, and the other free to move about. Maintaining a straight leg, slowly lower the free leg down to tap the floor, and slowly raise it back to the starting position. Perform this 10 times on each leg. Next up, we'll use bridges. Lie on the floor, both knees bent, flat feet on the floor, keeping the head and shoulders on the floor. Engage your core and lift your pelvis until you form a straight line between your knees and shoulders. Make sure to keep your glutes and core tight throughout the movement. Hold the top position for 2 to 5 seconds. Perform 10 times. Finally, we'll use assisted single leg deadlift exercises. Begin by standing nice and tall, feet shoulder width apart and facing forward. Using a platform waist high or lower, slowly hinge forward at the waist while simultaneously extending one leg straight out behind you. It is important to maintain a strong, flat back as well as a fully extended straight leg through the entire exercise, not allowing the hip to roll. Hold for 2 seconds and lower back to the starting position. Perform 10 times, alternating between legs for a total of 20.